Steel Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia, and also welcome back to Steelers Dynasty Podcast, where today, guys, we're talking about the game yesterday in Monday Night Football, where the Steelers beat the Dolphins 28-15. And I can't do it without my good buddies, Bubba and almost Shane. Bubba, how?
I'm here. That's a good person. Almost Shane. Almost Shane.
I looked down and Shane wasn't in his chair, so I didn't know where he was. Fellas, funny. What's going on? How are you, Bubba?
I'm great. I'm happy because last night was a good live stream. No stress for me in that second half, which is surprisingly, I believe that was the epitome, like a cherry on top of my Sunday. So,
yeah, definitely. How you doing, Shano?
Disbelief. Just sitting here, just kind of trying to figure out what's going on with the world.
Yeah, I hear you. We are coming close to as well. Just saying off the end of the Black and Gold Room, it's 3 weeks to go before the NFL season's over. The Steelers sit here now at 8-6, have a big game coming up as well versus the Detroit Lions, 8-6 too. It seems like we're on the upward trend, the Lions on the downward trend. Some things happening, and yesterday's game, I've been saying it for 2 weeks now that you have to not limp into the playoffs. We can't wait for a team to lose or the Ravens to lose. Just got to go and win 4 in a row, win the division, and then take care of business and wait and see who you're going to have come into your house, that is Heinz Field, for a playoff game. And now I just want to put this out there too. Like, can every Steelers fan on left or right, like, not bring up we haven't won a playoff game in fucking 10 years? We fucking know. Everyone knows it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why does it consistently get brought up all the time from a negative fan base or positive? Everyone.
You just got to put it to the side. Everything you put to the side and just take one game, one quarter at a time. I mean, that third quarter yesterday was the best third quarter I've ever seen probably in my life in a long time.
Well, also speaking of that, the third quarter Dolphins offense was minus 20 yards.
That's good too.
Football. Yeah, that's good football. So, Jeddah says Tom was supposed to lose last night. Fire him. That was the 23rd victory for football for the Steelers organization, or 22nd, something like that. Cowher has 11-0, and so does Tolman has 11-0. It's fun to watch, and you guys did a tremendous job doing the live stream. I was down the pub drinking sherbets, so sorry to my live stream audience, but I just couldn't be in the room. It just gets so hot, and there's a pub down the road, and I had beer flowing and stuff like that.
It gets hot. It gets hot in your room at 97 degrees. You look out your window. I look out my window. It was zero. It was -1 this morning. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah. So we have a lot of games coming up, and the season's not over yet. This is the up and down roller coaster. But I feel like the Steelers now are in the driver's seat. That was a really good win. Shona, what was your make of the weather and also the win yesterday?
I can't believe there was butts to nuts filled with assholes that would tolerate that cold. I mean, I can't believe, like, if they were given $50 vouchers, I don't think you could fill that stadium. But it shows the hope and the belief that the Steelers can win. I mean, and then did you hear the locker room as they're coming in off the field and there's steam coming off of them? Just they're all hooting and hollering and very excited. That's something we haven't heard in quite a while. And I don't think it's been since October, September, they won 2 games in a row.
Correct. Yeah, they haven't since Chicago. Was it Chicago before that or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, was it? I don't know. It was October, something like that. We have $4.99 from Z going to the Bubba and Shano fund to get Shane some medicine for his throat.
To keep him alive. Thanks, Z. We're gonna pump him with insulin and antibiotics.
I've been using these.
You've been sick for like a month, Shane. I feel bad for you, mate. You've been sick for a long time.
Yeah, asbestos lozenges. That's what I've been sucking on.
It's like, is that a real thing? Not real. That can't be a real thing.
I went to the Cleveland Clinic.
Well, you didn't get nothing at the Cleveland Clinic because Cleveland don't give nothing.
No, exactly.
You went to TJ Watt's doctor for dry needling.
Yeah, I went for a dry needle. I got dry humped. Hey, I get no respect.
Yeah. You sound like, because when I came over. when I came over to Pittsburgh last year for Christmas, and you picked me up from the airport, and I had no luggage and just shorts on. That was it. No shirt, by the way. No, I didn't. I had shirt on.
You weren't doing that. You weren't doing that last night. If you come over to
No,
Pittsburgh,
there's no fucking way.
Happened. It was like the male version of the start of the Dukes of Hazzard, where they pick up Daisy. Remember that, Bubba?
I remember that.
She's waiting out there in her booty shorts, and booty shorts, and I'm like, oh, hop in, and I'm in my Jeep.
Yeah,
you're in their Jeep. Oh, that's funny.
I fucking got to the airport and I had to wait there. I waited for about 30 minutes, and one of the guys was like, "Are you?"
If you had that shirt on right now at the airport last year, that'd have been funny.
That shirt
would have been good.
Giant straw hat, some glasses, shorts.
Weekend at Bernie's, is it?
You need sunscreen on your nose. That white zinc sunscreen.
Yeah, I got to them. I was like, this guy's going to. He thought he was going to fucking. I don't know.
To Pittsburgh. He looks like he's going to California.
Yeah, going to the wrong airport. But no, look, Steelers right now. I think this is what they have to do, and this could have been one of the most complete games. I think a big shout out to Rodgers for a person like myself, and many months ago said he won't make a difference. He look like old man Rivers. Rodgers had full control.
Yes, he did. Full control.
Smart and heavy up here. He's very changed. He got a penalty when he told the referee. And by the way, I got so many different things I want to talk about. The fuck you refs. How many fucking times do they hold certain players?
They weren't calling any
2
holds.
2 or 3 times?
They weren't calling any holds because they wanted to go off the field so quick. That first half was done.
That was so obvious. They wanted to go home, didn't they? Because there was at least one time when 41 got a sack, Peyton Wilson, that Hayward had his hands up, getting hold around his rib cage. I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Anyways, Rodgers had to also tell the referees that there was 12 men on the field when he threw the ball, the long deep pass to MVP, and it was off pass, but he was just getting the penalty, which he did. You know, so he's very shout out to Aaron Rodgers. He's very head. What did you see, Shano, from your basement? From Aaron Rodgers playing, I think he's getting ready for a playoff fucking push.
Well, he's like, now I'm not a big Lord of the Rings guy, but I know Gandalf the Grey died and became Gandalf the White. So sometime during the Steelers' epic year of 2025, Aaron Rodgers came out from being Aaron the Grey to Aaron the White. There he goes. Oh, yeah, the playoffs, baby.
Where did you come up with an analogy like that?
Are you doing Ultimate Warrior or are you doing Lord of the Rings? I can't tell which one. It's like mixed together.
It's all that, baby.
Shane's cut a promo.
No, but like literally, guys. I mean, the Steelers have like so many different ways the offseason. They're in control of their own destiny. Okay. Cleveland. Well, they're going to lose. We know their Steelers are going to beat them, but they need to beat Detroit and Cleveland. And then if Green Bay shits the bed or New England craps the bed, they're in. So these scenarios just show that the Steelers are in control of the destiny.
Yeah. So I was looking at the playoffs. Pretty much, if the Steelers can win one game and the Ravens lose the next 2, then week 18 doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. However, which we want, so this week, if we win and the Ravens lose, there's still a chance that either side can win the AFC North. And I don't think the Steelers are going to get a wild card. They have to win and we want them to play good football and win games in a row to win the division. But with that being said, if the Steelers lose 2, which could happen, then it comes down to the last week. No matter what, I believe I've been trying to follow the numbers a little bit. So
yeah,
but we just
have to have a better record. Like a better win percentage, even if they lose to the Baltimore Ravens, if they have a better win percentage, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. If the Ravens, I think I'm just trying to do the ESPN calculator as we go here. I believe the Ravens still win 2 and we lose the next 2. It comes down to week 18. Now, Roger Goodell would love that. Steelers fans, we don't want
flex. Don't flex it. Don't flex it into a primetime game.
Fucking hell.
Yep.
Remember that one year they did it with Was it Steelers? Was it no Chargers versus? We waited for a field Chargers versus Raiders or something to get into the playoffs, and they almost went for a tie, and the Raiders kicked a field goal or vice versa, something like that. It was kind of fucking weird. It was crazy.
One time it cost us into the playoffs because they couldn't get the field goal or something. So
yeah, there's always comes down to the end, but the Steelers control their own destiny, and I think too, as I've been saying last few weeks, that you just need them to play good football like they are, to continue that train to move forward and get wins so you're getting playoff ready. You don't want to just be like lose to them, beat Baltimore, and they go to the playoffs. Now, beating Baltimore would be great, but I want to see them go into Detroit, win. Browns, win. Ravens, win. Host a playoff game, win. Barbara, what was your overall take yesterday as you're watching? Like, what was this, your thoughts about the team and where they're heading?
Well, I think first off, the Dolphins come out hitting the Steelers running attack, right in the mouth, but they didn't maintain that because they couldn't compensate for that because of the cold. I believe once they got back in they went into halftime into the locker room, they got warmed up, they didn't want to come back out. As we saw in that third quarter, which to me was the best third quarter I've seen in such a long time, minus 20 yards, almost 160 yards of total offense by the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers right now, I swear to God, I mean, Gainwell had a great game. He had a great game, and all these Steelers who wasn't Steelers before are the people that are contributing to these victories. Rodgers, Metcalf, Gainwell, Asante Samuel last night with an interception. Ramsey, those guys weren't here last year, so the veteran leadership that we have could carry over. And now MVP with that touchdown, Adam Thielen. I mean, like Roman Wilson might never get a helmet again this season. I don't think.
No. It's very
and then like George says, Dylan Cook first start ever.
It was great.
Fourth offensive lineman. No TJ Watt, no Derek Harmon. And the Steelers' run defense held those guys in check because the Dolphins were the surprise team with 4 games in a row, averaging 100 and some yards rushing. But Tua sucks. And the Dolphins should take their coach and their quarterback and trade them in because they both.
I think they should fire the coach. I think he's done a terrible job with them, to be honest. I think I'm not sure what his name. What's his name? The coach over there in Miami Dolphins.
McDaniel.
Marty
McDaniel.
If Tomlin's getting heat from our fan base, he must be getting heat from them for being an average side or for being like that.
I don't think they are, because the Miami Dolphin fans are not true fans, and they don't care because they get a little sun in their eyes. They don't care. They're down in Miami. They don't give a rat's ass about the Miami Dolphins like we do as Steeler fans care about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, Miami fans that with college too.
Oh, sorry, Shano. Cut each other off.
No, I'm just saying the college fans and the pro fans in Miami are fair weather fans. If their team's doing well, they're on the bandwagon. But when they are on the bandwagon, they're crazy. They love their team. So,
yeah, I want to make one point about Dylan Cook, and I see this sometimes in the internet when we go all the way down the depth chart and we go, who the fuck's that? Well, who the fuck this guy is? We don't know who he is exactly, right? But he's been on the team for 2 years. He's been working freaking hard. And you see like some of the ESPN beat reporters and some of the analysts will say, oh, we can't win because they put a guy in the lineup. This guy's been training. No idea who he is, right? None of us really do. Been training for 2 years, and he stepped up. You didn't hear a word from him on his side with allowing a sack or whatever it is. I'm not saying that he needs to be player number 1, but they're now down to the 3rd depth chart at that position. And that's what I like about football. That's what I like about coaching and the team when it is next man up, because these guys know more than any other podcast out there in the building and football, and they have respect for coaches and players and this and this. They know their guys. Shane, your son plays football. You have the outside noise. They know each other like the back of each other's hand. Dylan Cook's in there. Mike Tomlin said where he's more than capable to go, play good football. So I just want to give that a shout out and it's also guys like Asante Samuel Jr. Picked up a few weeks ago, playing on the opposite side of JPJ, gets a pick, right? And we're like, oh, hang on a minute, this is one of our guys, but he's now going to be moving probably to the depth. James Pierre's been playing really, really good football. The guys like MVP caught a touchdown that's been taking time, but I don't really understand this Roman Wilson thing. But at the same time, there are other blokes out there that are making plays. Thielen's getting more reps, Adam Thielen, and also You guys got MVP getting more reps too. What are your thoughts,
looks-
fellas,
they
about
look
these?
crisp.
Rogers called them cast-offs because they're coming from everywhere. What are your thoughts about that?
That's pretty much what they are.
Well, it seems like Aaron Rodgers is like Gilligan, and all these players are on the Gilligan ship, and they're shipwrecked. And the shipwreck thing is they're on a desert island reaching the coconuts, and the coconuts are the Lombardi trophies. So I don't care who I'll tell you what, there might be another receiver coming in because that dude from the Jets that was teammates with Rodgers, the Jets are going to waive him. Steelers might pick him up, Lazard, am I correct? Alan Lazard, and him and Rodgers are like drinking buddies. So, and somebody's going to get cut. You got to mix these pieces together, and the pieces that they're Rodgers thrown in the middle of the field last night. Like we had a live stream, and I'm like, he's going to throw to Metcalf right now in the middle. I said, oh, that was a touchdown right there. Boom, in the middle. Fitzpatrick, you ain't tackling. Sorry, buddy. God bless you with your service for the Steelers, but you got your ass pounded yesterday by Metcalf in that touchdown.
It would be interesting if they were to bring in, is it Lazard? Because he was a former Jet, right? From a Packer as well, I think. That could be a connection. I just don't know who they would cut unless he went to the practice squad. But we were all kind of saying, when are they going to use MVP Scantling as his real name? And eventually he catches up and starts getting played. Now he's on the field more, going to a playoff push. They're using Adam Thielen more. So this receiver core is not elite, is not great, or maybe it's like good, but Rodgers does this. And this is what I've learned to know about him by watching interviews and playing style. He finds his guys because they're tier 3 kind of receivers, Shano. He finds these guys who are his guys and makes them work. Rodgers last night was 23 for 20 fucking 8 or 26, something like that. Like, he was insane. Like last night, like finding them. Shano, do you think they'll pick up another receiver, or do you think that they've got their guys?
I don't know if they're going to pick up another receiver, but I just love the fact that, what'd you call them, the land of misfit toys? It's like Aaron and the land of misfit toys. Like Kenny G is the cowboy riding an ostrich, and the spotted elephant might be, I don't know, MVP. Everybody seems to have a different.
That touchdown he caught, Shane, was pure magic. Was just and him and A Rod have a connection anyway. Yep. Almost 1,500 yards and like 10 touchdowns or more. Like, that connection stuff doesn't go away. And seeing this receiving core right now is way better than 5 weeks ago. Like, it's a high B, like close to an A+ right now.
You know what that worked, Bubba? That DK Metcalf, I believe, cut off the route, and he was like almost a pick route or like an open play. So it was schemed really well, ran really well. The route was fantastic, open by 4 or 5 yards because I think the safety bit on him. And as he bit, Rodgers was like, zoom. Like, Rodgers last night, I didn't know this, but he's really good in cold weather because of Green Bay. He's like 55 and some shit, like under 40 and like 20 or something. Whereas Tua is a Miami quarterback in the heat in Florida.
He's
never won a game. 0-6,
he never will. He might never will because he probably won't get back in the cold area because the Dolphins might have to get away from him because he just his stats at the end of the game made it look better than what he did. But that first 3.5 quarters, he looked like he should have just sat on a bench and never came out because he just sucked.
I thought McDaniels was looking into my soul with those glasses.
I don't know how he's a coach still. I know he had that like really good first run. His record's like 35 and 36, something like that. I don't understand how he's still a coach. Miami hasn't won a playoff game. Talk about us not winning one for 10 years. They haven't won one since 2000, since 25 years ago. Sorry?
He's won like 50 games, but he still hasn't lost his virginity.
Yeah, he looks young.
I reckon the next thing you're going to bring up is that he needs like a step up stool to get to the mic. He's like, hang on.
Yeah, he probably uses scissors that have rounded edges.
Yeah, so it doesn't cut him.
He probably has his mom feeding tapioca pudding every night to go to bed. Because
he probably buys like Larry Stryker Uncrustables.
Good. Now, okay, if you're a player, we are picking on his looks a fair bit, but could you take that bloke seriously in the Miami Dolphin locker room with him as your coach?
Nope.
No. I wouldn't take him seriously at a Dick's Sporting Good fucking store. He's like, hey, these are really good sneakers. I'm like, who the fuck?
He looks like he'd be caddying somebody in a golf course. Like, he doesn't seem like he's an offensive genius, because if he was an offensive genius, he would have had his plan against the Steelers, but it didn't work out.
He looks like he'd be undercover, soliciting child pornography.
Jesus.
And that's not good. That's not good.
No, that's bad.
His mom's got to put it, take that little pencil line makeup thing and put the little mustache on him. You know what I mean? Because he can't grow facial hair. You know what I mean?
Revenge of the Nerds. I just wonder if he's going to keep his job at the end of the year. But look, I think this game last night, the Steelers had to win this. They also showed maybe one of their best games of the season. And it's only the Dolphins, but it was freaking cold out there. You guys live over in Pittsburgh. It was minus.
It was cold. And I'm a big dude, and I'm like an Eskimo, and I was freezing my ass off. But we forget that they beat the Buffalo Bills.
Dolphins have won 4 in a row. They were running as well with Achane was getting 6-point-something yards per carry. He has 1,000 yards in the season. I thought the D-line did really well. Otomewo got a sack on Tua. They were getting held a lot. The Cameron Hayward got a sack. I thought the D-line played really good football. In terms of Y.A. Black, in terms of Keanu Benton, they just had big guys up front. And I think they wanted it more. There's been now talk that Coach Tomlin said Harmon's coming back next week. Things are moving in the right direction, because a few weeks ago they were allowing 200 yards, 240 in a house. Right? It was bad. What's your biggest takeaway though, Bubba? Like, one of the best players on the field, and you can't say Rodgers. We just talked about Rodgers. Someone else.
Oh, man. Just the running, because their running attack was not getting there because Jaylen Warren was like dealing with some illness. He was getting that first quarter. I mean, the Dolphins were hitting very, very hard, but then Gainwell started chipping away. But I'm not going to go for the obvious of Kenneth Gainwell, and I appreciate him yesterday. I'm going to go with the outside linebacking crew taking over for TJ, like Sawyer and Herbig. And they didn't call a lot of holds, and those guys were getting held tremendously. Patrick Queen. So I'm going more defense this game because they were more physical, and they shut out that run, and they made Tua pass, and they kept Waddle to 26 yards. So overall, my gold establishment pin is going to that whole defensive unit playing, 99.9%, even though that prevent at the end. Look, they were there. It was 28 to what?
28-3, I think.
So
pretty much.
And I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that whole defensive unit without TJ Watt, because as we know, without TJ Watt in the starting lineup, we're like 1-12 or something.
2 and something like that. It's definitely.
Yeah, I'll just pick the whole Steelers defense.
I love it.
What about you, Shona? Who was a standout? Not Rodgers. We know Rodgers had a game. Who was a standout for you?
His credit where credit's due.
Who's that?
Kenny G. Pull it up. I have the picture.
Is that what that's for? Is that what that's for down there?
Maybe I'm talking about. I didn't talk to him. Kenny G. Innocence, one of the best albums ever to get some loving. Okay, and I got some loving when I was watching the Steelers run game. Now Kenny G. was catching a lot of balls in the flat, making the first downs. He was dynamite. I mean, come on, guys. Now
I love him without his jersey on.
This looks like a reference that's been sitting there for like 10 minutes. I didn't know why it was there in the background.
Guys, he had, he's totaled 400 yards rushing this year. Okay, and he's a backup. He's had 332 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. He's 26 years old. We need to freaking sign him. Okay, his contract at the end of the year, they need to put a little bit of money aside, Kenny G money, because he makes beautiful music. Guys, against the Bears, he only rushed the ball 10 times and got 92 yards. That's 9 with my math. That's over 8 per carry, 9.2 per carry actually. And hang on. He's killing it. So Gainwell, more Kenny G. I love the guy. I can't play his highlights, but that I can only put that Kenny G up.
We can't play the music because we'll both get copyrighted and probably.
I feel you.
No, but
just
I need to go listen to some Kenny G.
I don't know.
I was
I'll
wondering
buy
why I was
kazoos.
sitting there.
Everybody buy a kazoo, and we'll just play Kenny G music with a kazoo.
Oh my goodness. That's so funny. The only thing better, Shona, is you would have had time to put Kenny G's actual face on Kenny G's the musician's body. That would have been
or if you put Kenny G with a jersey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As he's playing his what is he playing? A flute? What is he playing?
That's so funny. I'll back that up. I think yesterday, he was I think he signed a 1-year contract with us. Maybe the Steelers can sign him next year. The running back room. Then they're talking who is running back one. To me, it doesn't matter. I want to see more carries from Johnson for sure. But Warren was sick, and when it happens, when Warren goes out or injured, like I saw in the Vikings game, Kenny G steps up. Like Shane just rattled off all those stats. He's one of the most important players for this team right now. 13 carries for 80 yards, 6.2. He's on fire. And also receiving wise, he's 7 receptions for 46 yards. I don't know as well. I think he might have more receptions than DK Metcalf. So this is how it plans out, though. Nothing down the field, and we'll see that MVP and MVS, they'll probably open more things up. They use the middle of the field too with Freiermuth. They use it with Darnell. And when these guys are healthy getting down the field, your check down to Kenny G is now a number 2 or 3 option. And Rodgers knows that. He's doing the flick pass out to him. He's getting him involved. He wants to move forward. He won a fucking Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles last year. He knows his role. He loves the team. I think he's really, really important part of the team for our success. And that's not taking away from Warren, because what Steel fans kind of do, and I saw this in podcast yesterday, they go, well, we need to play Kenny G at running at number 1. Why the fuck? I'm just going to say it out loud. Sometimes you Americans always want one or the other. You just can't share and be a team. It's like,
you can't hook up with both beautiful women, Mark. It doesn't work. You got to hook up with one, because if you don't hook up, you can't hook up with 2 because they'll get jealous. You just can't do that.
I've been there one time, and I was really scared of the situation when that happened, and I never want to be part of it again, because you can lose them both at the same time.
Oh yeah.
But what I've noticed is sometimes in the chat they're like, "Oh, we love Kenny now. We don't love Warren." Like they play different parts, different roles. You know what I'm saying? We saw it with Najee and Warren too. I think that Kenny G, as Shane was saying, he's so important to this team, and now Rodgers has the trust with him, and he's that cast off that, you know, and also he's the bloke that you just go to a third down in a conversion.
Well, Steelers
to me was the highlight.
Steelers fans, Mark, have to realize you want both. So you give love to both of them. Anytime they're in, anything could happen. So you're praising both of them. When they're in, whenever they're in, you know they're going to do something. When Warren's in, you know he's going to run. He's going to get 6-7 yards. Maybe he's going to get a screen pass and go 50 yards for a touchdown. Kenny G catches a ball one-handed, the greatest catch this year so far, like Spider-Man. You know, he's running the ball, gets 6-7 yards a clip. Maybe he gets a 13-yard game, first down. Maybe he gets another ball out of the backfield. Both scenarios are great. Steeler fans got to love them both. No, it's not one or the other. It's not like you got, you know, Jiffy peanut butter and you got crunchy peanut butter. Both fucking peanut butters are good, you know, like just,
it's working. It's working.
Yeah,
this year.
and just keep, and then if you could sprinkle a little Johnson in there,
well, look,
you know what I mean?
Kevin Reed's comment.
Kevin Reed said, how about, that was insane. Darnell Washington carried 4, 5, 6 players with him.
They couldn't put him down.
Headaches for free without any sprinkles.
And that's recovering from a concussion too. Less than a week of having a concussion, probably to get a baseline. He's carrying people like the fucking juggernaut. You know what I mean? Like they can't take him down, and they're always trying to. What they're trying to do now is they're trying to hit him low in the knees, because they're bouncing off of him up top. But the tight ends yesterday, Freiermuth in the middle of the field, Janu Smith with that touchdown. Like, yeah, in the middle of the field, it's open. It's been open probably all year. Now Aaron Rodgers, I think, is audible, and I think sometimes Aaron is still calling. He sees the play coming from Arthur
Aaron
Smith.
Plays,
I think he's audible. And I really do. I think he's smart enough. You're going to let him audible, and if he sees something that Arthur Smith doesn't see on the sidelines, he's going to be able to do that and put it out there. That's what I think.
He went from AA Ron the Gray to AA Ron the White. He's the grand wizard.
My princess. I mean, hey, who doesn't want a Lombardi? Who doesn't want the Steelers to go? Look, I know I'm fucking crazy. Okay, I know that, but I want the Steelers to go fucking 4-0 Go into the playoffs like fucking this is Braveheart, like Tomlin's on a horse with his face paint and the Steelers team's on the line and Tomlin's on the horse giving a speech. And that speech is, you're not unleashing hell. You're showing people what it is to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. Last night, we beat the living piss out of the Dolphins. They are beat up. Fitzpatrick, you know what I mean? He was taking pictures like he was getting.
He got pushed off.
He got beat up like a rented mule.
Yeah, this is an exciting time to be, I think, a Steelers fan as they are starting to turn the corner a bit. But I want to ask Shane, what about the role of Johnson? I've been trying to get him involved. Do they just use him when they're winning games near the end, or what's his role? Because he's the third running back for them.
Yeah, it seems like they just put him in because I think they didn't want Gainwell to get hurt. I mean, it does hurt to get hit like that in the cold. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's if you ever were outside in the cold and you get the prickly little fingers and it feels like pins and needles, and then you get hit, man. So I think they just put him in there as a warm body.
Right. I think Athens kind of right. Needs some development, but I do like he's the bigger back out of all of them. Maybe he just has have this is what his year is. He's a role player. I would like to him, utilize what Jed was here, utilize all the weapons, and I think we're seeing that, fellas.
Or he's a little slower at taking the playbook and actually executing the plays to the best of his ability. Like when he sees a hole, he's not exploding through the hole. It's there, but by the time he gets there, he's getting tackled. I don't know, because these younger rookie guys, like some are hits, some are misses. Like I don't know, and they're trying, and maybe they're not putting them out there a little bit more. They need to put them out there a little more, but.
You remember Najee's rookie year had Big Ben, right? And Big Ben was just dumping the pass off pretty much every time. He had all these catches. So obviously the Steelers have found success with Warren because he's RB1, and Gainwell is that second guy that's doing a tremendous job. Maybe to the fact that Johnson is just the role player of third quarter, getting 5 touches. Maybe he did burn the bridge a little bit in that fucking fumble, and Steelers went, and the coach went, hang on a minute. Come back. We got some other star players. But speaking of the weapons, and also I think Afton brings it up, and I'm going to try and focus on as many players as we can. That play from Skowronek, our gunner. Skowronek, by the way, is leading the Pro Bowl when these I think the Pro Bowl votes for the gunner definitely count. Sometimes in QB land it doesn't count. It's all fucking all over the shop. That was a fucking great play. Guy went down the field, tapped it back in, and he was there I think he ran down the field, one or the other. He was there to stop it. So, what are your thoughts on Gunner? Not Gunner. Not Gunner Olszewski. Skowronek, Bubba.
He's a great special teamer. Once in a while, he gets to play with Rodgers. So he's a scrappy veteran, which they need. And there's a lot of people on that special teams, like Carson Bruner, Skowronek. Connor Hayward. I mean, hey, Connor got that onside kick, so it went through Adam Thien's hands. And then Connor is now our fullback / running back.
He's
short yard.
He's a tush push guy.
Yeah.
He got the TD the first time in 50 years. I read it was like the Steelers or an NFL team had 2 running touchdowns by tight ends.
Well, that's a good record to have.
Something fucking crazy.
Who likes these other records that the Steelers get? Like, oh, the Steelers had people rushing against 200 yards and
we had actually
running back. Yeah,
had a positive one. Shano, do you reckon they're gonna in that formation? Rodgers puts his hands up, right, pointing. Will they ever snap the ball to Rodgers and then he'll run it?
No,
not ever.
No,
I don't think so. I think they're gonna do it. I don't think they'll do it once. I got a feeling they're gonna do it once.
Never.
Or he's gonna pass it.
Yeah, could do. Could like Darnell. Is it too hard to do like that? Maybe by the time it snaps, I guess the O-line and D-line have collapsed everything. But Rodgers back there is just pointing forward, not doing anything. I don't know if they're going to one time in the playoffs or maybe like maybe in the playoffs they run like a sneaky play.
I don't know why they even have him out there. I'd put another body in there to push.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There has to be a reason, right? Maybe
I put someone back there. I don't know. I think he's back there in case the ball pops out.
It's good for a meme or a thumbnail sketch when he's back there at clickbait right there. He's pointing up. But other than that, if they shouldn't do anything fancy, because honestly, just line up and just try to get that 1 yard. It's nose to nose. It's the hardest thing to do is get a fourth down to get that 1 yard in football. Just nut it up and get that 1 yard. That's just all you need. Just straight physical football for 12 inches, 1 yard, get it, boom.
I'll bring this up too. Captain says Cowboys did the sneaky fake field goal. However, I find the Cowboys are fucking dysfunctional team. Like, they do all those crazy things. You see Jerry Jones, sell more tickets, sell more jerseys, and then they lose the game to the Vikings.
But also, you got Jones. Jones should probably just sit up in his press box and keep his mouth shut. But he's been doing that for 35 years.
How many times do you see Jones get shown on TV more than, like, you never see Art Rooney? No. I know Art Rooney gets a lot of flack, but Jones is the show in Dallas. Like, he's all about himself, I think, and for his team. I think Dak Prescott might have a chance to maybe go somewhere else and be successful, but the Cowboys are doing nothing. I like that play, yet they end up losing. So, but the Steelers, obviously, I get a little bit worried with that play. If Darnell can't push Hayward forward, to me, they're just getting enough for a yard, not getting a convincing yard. Does that make sense? It's working, but
it's not convincing enough for me.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with it. 4th and 1, they seem to go with it, but sometimes basically it's Darnell pushing Hayward forward.
Well, eventually it's a 4th and 1, and they try that. They're probably going to pitch it out and run wide. One of these days, they're going to pitch it wide like Andrews did for the Ravens and scored that touchdown.
Let's hope so. I wouldn't even mind just seeing Darnell get the ball, like him running onto it. Imagine if you had him in shotgun or something like that, and he ran into the hole. I know he's a big dude, but there's some things I would want to see Darnell. We saw Jono Smith too. Jono Smith got a run against the Dolphins too, so they used him. But yeah, this game, fellas, was a must win. Would you say, Bubba?
Mm-hmm. I think every game now is a must win because we got to get some cushion against the Ravens, because you never know what Raven team's going to show up.
Well, this week the Ravens are happy. You guys, it's your Tuesday. Next week, I don't know if we're going to do the show next week. What's next week? It's my Christmas next week, or is it my birthday? No, it's my birthday next week.
You don't even know? Oh, it's on Christmas.
Yeah. No, it's on 24th next week. Is my 24th. Birthday. So
you have a birthday.
24th is a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
22nd is a Tuesday.
Yeah, I think last year I think I was at your house, Shannon, was I? Oh, because I was sick like Shane. I had the Shane flu last year. I mean, I was real sick after that fucking Wilson game. But wait, did we drink a lot? And did I have like?
No, we didn't do anything. Well. We didn't do anything. I saw a guy do the ray gun reset. No, I didn't, but I did. But I didn't.
So yeah, next week, it's my birthday on the 24th. I should be good to do it because I have no work, and I'll be the
24th is
it'll be your 23rd.
Oh yeah, you're a day ahead. I keep fucking forgetting you're in Australia.
Me too. Me too. So fellas, this is a good win, and now we've got to try and feel this energy you guys will show tomorrow. But this next game, how important is to win versus the Lions, Shano? Maybe not in the record stand because you just got to beat the Ravens last week, but as a team who's trying to win the playoffs, how important is it?
I don't know if there's the numbers for the playoffs. It doesn't matter if you beat, the Lions, the Browns, or the Ravens. You just got to get a certain number of wins. But I think for the NFL, for the look of the Steelers, for confidence, you beat the Lions. That's a statement right there. Mm-hmm. And I think the Lions are beatable. Bubba and I have talked about it a number of times. They're not, the shine has worn off. They're not as tough as they used to be. They're still a good team. It's going to be a hard team to run against.
They don't have a defense. Everybody that plays them scores like 35 to 40 points. It's still
going to be hard it's still, the bottom line is they can score points. It's going to be hard to keep up with them. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so the Steelers, they can lose against the Lions and Browns. They just got to beat the Ravens to win the division. but I still feel like you go into every game. Now they're on the hot hand. Now they're doing good plays on offense. They're winning without TJ. Bubba, what is the significant, the most important factor to about win this game and get us ready for playoffs? Because we don't want to limp in. You want to go in strong into the playoffs.
No, I think if we can show the world that the Steelers can go out to Detroit and beat, what are they, 8-6, because they were favored to
Same
be in
as
the
us.
championship. Yeah. Look, if the defense keeps playing better football in these last 3 games and say the $155 trillion that they paid, it actually shows up, get some turnovers, shut some people down. They don't score as much. People will talk about the turnaround of this defense going right into the playoffs. Like right now is the time that this Steelers defense needs to be on all cylinders. They need to play. They need to stop the run. They need to get pressure on the quarterback. They got to cause turnovers. They need to stop the fast speed of the Detroit Lions offense. But Jared Goff,
Jamar Gibbs, he's unreal.
Yeah, but Goff is old too.
Mm.
So he's no spring chicken either. So he gets hit by a couple of Steelers linemen or some blitzing and gets dropped. He has a habit of having a choky kind of game too. So we shall see. But hey, anything can happen in Detroit Rock City. Anything.
Yeah. George says, Mike, I saw you on the Steel Twins game. Watch along 50 minutes in. I told them to tear down their sign. They've still got the Fire Tomlin sign up, which makes no sense to me. You guys know how I feel about that. I'm done with it. I don't understand how
it doesn't pay anymore. It doesn't pay anymore. We're looking at apples and oranges. We're winning games. The hush is over. There's nobody saying stuff. If whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Just
a different team
one
than
game
last
at a
year.
time.
This team is different than last year too. So
last year we were crying the blues in December. We couldn't win a game in December.
We lost against the Eagles, right? The Eagles, and then fucking Ravens, Chiefs.
Eagles.
And then
we didn't even get a series in the second half. They shut down in 12 minutes, and we couldn't. We're like, holy shit, the game's over.
What's going on? 46 in the house too. 22 people in the house on both sides. Shona, what do you think is the difference from last year? Is the difference overall just Rodgers and his leadership? That's what it feels like.
That's absolutely it. Hey, Ron.
Yeah, you're right. What'd you call him? The Great Wizard? Huh?
He used to be like got off the gray. Now he's Ron the White. He's like out there with his boogers all frozen.
What's he
like Mr. Freeze?
What's he got? So this year he's now his injury, right? He got sacked 2 times or 3 times yesterday. But Rodgers,
he was doing this with his wrist. If you saw what
every time he's sacked, though, his eyes tell the story of like I'm horrified. Like, like.
So far he's got 2,594 yards, 7-point average, 80 longest, which was the one in Dublin, which was fantastic. 22 TDs and 7 interceptions. And now he's coming back from this injury where he's getting better, right? This last game was impressive to watch as a Steelers fan, him number 8, and linking up with DK Metcalf and these guys in the middle of the field and throwing the ball, the check downs and just being really smart up here. This could be the time when maybe his injury is getting better. Do you think, Bubba, over the last few weeks?
Hey, these last 2 weeks, he's been playing good ball. He's got 3 games to go. If he gets 8 more touchdowns, he's going to have 30 touchdowns. Okay, 30 touchdowns in the Steelers organization. We've only had 3 quarterbacks in my lifetime, and 2 of them, these 3 quarterbacks went to Super Bowls and won them. Now that we have one that won a Super Bowl, didn't win it with us, but has a chance too, like Bradshaw, Roethlisberger, and Rodgers. I mean, Rodgers and Ben are 2 of the greatest quarterbacks statistically wise in the NFL history. And they both are under the black and gold, playing at Heinz Field. He's just so smart now. And these guys these receivers are making it better for Aaron because he knows. Like, he knew where MVP was in that play. Mm-hmm. He knew. That was a fucking pass of beauty.
What about the pass to DK Metcalf? Was a rocket through the middle of the field?
In the middle of the field, and it was all physically. That is the physicality that I want to see from DK Metcalf. Like Fitzpatrick, I think he pushed him back to the 11th grade fucking prom. That's how bad he pushed him out of the way. So I just think it's going to be something. And he's still checking down with Gainwell, still checking down with tight ends, Freiermuth. Freiermuth is part of this puzzle that was slowly coming out yesterday. So going to Detroit, they're not going to be – it's going to be a dome. It's going to be different.
Did you see that quick pass too? And I'll have to look up. Maybe I'll look up in a minute what Rodgers is against Lions in their house. I want to see what his record is.
He fucking probably beats the fuck out.
He has to be like Big Ben, surely, against the Browns. There was a quick pass that he threw this ball in like 0.5 seconds to Freiermuth in the slot. If you guys remember that one, that was fucking fantastic. That was insane. What's going on, Yuli? What's up?
Hi, Yuli.
There was another one here from where is it? Afton says Rodgers has thrown TD to 11 receivers this season. Those are the cast-off crew.
That's a crazy stat.
So that includes, I think, running backs as well. And who are, you know what? Getting to the point now that we have so much body of work and data and all this kind of stuff. So DK Metcalf, Freiermuth, Kenny Gainwell, Washington, Austin, Warren, Smith, Roman Wilson, Ben Skronik had the first touchdown of the season. MVS, MVP, you guys call him, Connor Haywood. So we need Adam Thielen next to be 12. Possibly he could find Caleb Johnson or who else would be left then? Maybe Scotty Miller if he's still in. I don't know if Scotty Miller's even playing for us anymore. Is he on the team? I'm not even sure if he's on the practice.
Who is
Scotty Miller? Is he on the team or
he still is? But if they pick up Alan Lazard, he could be cut. That's what everybody's saying. But here we go. Aaron Rodgers dominated Detroit Lions during his career with Green Bay Packers, holding an impressive 18-8 in the regular season, including 54 touchdowns and only 12 interceptions. But the Lions did manage to sweep him in 2022. But he has been a thorn in their side for many years through many big performances, even a famous Hail Mary win. I'm telling you, he completes 65. 2015, his Motown Helltown Mary Pass. That's what they call it. He threw 6 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. So if Rodgers owns Detroit, he owns Detroit like he owned fucking Chicago, and he didn't get a chance to play against Chicago, but he's going to show people.
What is he, 18 and what?
18-8.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
54 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
Afton says his snap count is low in almost all teams. It's Scotty Miller. Okay, fair enough. So he has not had a TD yet, but he has, 11 passing TDs. They're going to find Adam Thielen somehow, some way. Every week now he's getting involved, like Scantling as well. He's getting involved.
You got to pick him on FanDuel. Pick him on FanDuel. Adam Thielen probably has like 3,000 odds. Lay $1 on him, you could win $1 million.
I agree with this too. Sometimes Rodgers can hold the ball too long. I get that. I fully understand that. But I think he's a better upgrade than what we had last year, and also over Mason Rudolph. So Rodgers is playing fantastic football, and I think now he sees, even his press conference, he sees that the reason why he joined the Steelers is to get to the playoffs. And the reason why the Steelers brought him in was to get the playoffs. So, fellas, we've got a big game this week. I know it's a short turnaround, like 6 days to go. Are you guys also getting prepped up as well for Christmas and that kind of stuff too?
Kind of. When the Steelers win, that's my Christmas gift. Yeah. I mean, I'll do whatever I got to, but Christmas this year is kind of, it's like a roller coaster ride.
Up and down. Shana, do you have like Christmas hat? You going to be Santa somewhere or something like that?
No, but I really want a Grinch costume because I love watching videos of little kids getting scared by the Grinch. I want to partake. I want to go to my niece's house and scare my sister. She'll pee herself, and then just horrify the children of the neighborhood being the Grinch. That'd be great.
I always found the Grinch really obviously he's mean, right? But then sometimes if you were to play the Grinch costume, how mean can you be before it's personal? You know what I mean?
Exactly. I just rip some trees down and stick a candy cane up a dog's ass and make it.
Just anything but not personal. Like I can imagine there'll be a Grinch out there somewhere in some mall getting paid $12 an hour to be mean to someone. And
it's like bad Santa. Smoke a cigarette. Come here, kid. What do you want for Christmas? Get the hell out of here and take your mom with you. Oh, I tell you what, bring your mom over here. I want to say hi.
When you wear that costume, I reckon you go into that, evil side of like Christmas, right? You know what I'm saying?
Your shrinks down 3 sizes too small.
Yeah.
Well, and then you talk like, Dr. Seuss if you're the Grinch. So you'd be like, you would have to rhyme everything, Shane, when you're scaring kids.
I guess.
Yeah.
I just want to scare the shit.
He does a good job here with his analogies anyway. He's turned Aaron Rodgers into a Lord of the Ring great and Aeon the White or something, you said.
Well, you could have Rodgers being Thanos and taking the Infinity Gauntlet after he got the one gemstone. He got the Monday night gemstone. He won in prime time now. Hey, he won in prime time, so that's one. He beats Detroit's the other. Cleveland, Ravens, playoffs, win. Snaps a finger.
Here's a question then, like legit question. Are the Steelers a Super Bowl contender? Not a playoff, just everyone wants a one win. Are they a Super Bowl contender?
Shane, take that, dude, because you go first.
Like a legit answer.
No.
Okay.
If they win 3 more games, then we'll be talking. But right now, no. Come on. They won 2 games in a row. They looked solid for 1 game. Out of this whole year, this is the one game where all sides of the ball were working in unison. It's not one. The offense did great. Defense took a shit. It's just this is the first game, so hold your horses there, Cowboy.
Hold up, Pilgrim. I'm gonna say that yes, I believe. You know why I believe? Because the AFC is weaker, and Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes is not in the playoffs because anything can happen with Kansas City. The last time, and I said this last night, this is the first time ever that no Tom Brady, no Patrick Mahomes will be in the AFC Championship game.
But
the last time this happened, the Steelers went to the Super Bowl.
But the question was win a Super Bowl, not go to the Super Bowl.
If we're in the Super Bowl, if we're in, we're gonna win. We win. I just got to get there.
Contender. Like, are they at least talked about with Denver, the Patriots? Can they beat these teams? Can they beat Buffalo?
They can beat them as long as they're fully committed, and we see 95% of Steelers football. Anything can happen in the playoffs. A ball can bounce here. Aaron Rodgers can start throwing fucking cannons, and all these receivers are getting.
That's crazy.
Metcalf could get two touchdowns. Steelers rush for 175 yards. The Steeler defense shows up with $155 million. TJ Watt pulls the fucking needle out of his chest, shows up, gets 5 sacks in a playoff run. Anything can happen. We just got to get to the dance. Anything can happen.
Look at 05. So
I reckon that they can be a contender, but they have to, I think, string out the next. To me, you've got to win the next 3 games and then win playoff. Like, if you lose one, fine, but then you've still always got to win the Ravens game. If they lose the next 2, they have to win the Ravens game to win the division. But what Bubba was saying too, there's no Chiefs. And if we're in the dance, that means the Ravens are out because the wild card is probably going to be an 11-win team, not a 12-win.
Patrick Mahomes, you don't have Lamar Jackson. So that's 2 equations. You're going to have to deal with
Burrow, even though the fucking Bengals.
Fuck Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's career is over. That press conference made him. He didn't even want to show up. I don't think he threw that interception. He doesn't want to be playing for Cincinnati. Your fucking buddy Zimmy Zim needs a fucking quarterback now because his quarterback don't got no heart or got any fucking testicles. So he's done.
Is that Joe Burrow's? Is that him giving up or the Bengals not backing him? Which way is it?
He gave up.
He gave up. Ooh,
I think he gave up.
What do you think, Shano?
It's mentally and physically draining when you're on a team that doesn't.
That's like them.
Yeah, it's like them. So just imagine, Bubba, you being at the helm of that shit show.
But also too, Shane, he's the one that called for it. You sign this guy, and we'll be doing good. Well, they signed that guy and they signed the other guy, and they were going to sign that guy, and they didn't boots.
Bubba, would you take him?
Would I take him? No, yeah. I don't fucking want him because you know why? He quit on his team. I don't fucking want him.
I'll take him.
I don't want him because you know what I mean? We're going to have we're not going to be able to afford him anyway, so why waste all our fucking draft capital to get him? Cincinnati Bengals are not going to trade it.
I think it's not going to be as expensive.
This is crazy because I don't know which way to go with it. Jaime says he's sick of the situation in Cincinnati. He's not giving up playing quarterback. He's giving up playing quarterback for the Bengals. Right?
I don't want him. I just don't want him.
I'll take him.
I don't want him. I just think he's just, how old is he? 29 and 30. By the time they're not going to trade him to the Steelers.
I knew this would spike a bit of debate because, like, I saw his press conference. I saw the way he's playing, throwing picks, and he's getting fucking pummeled by the O-line, and he's not in the right place. They put all the money into him. They put all the money into his two receivers, and they did nothing else with the fucking team. And the best part is, if he leaves or whatever, the Bengals then have another 10 years of like factory or no,
20 years. They're probably 20 years. They'll never. Chase will want to leave too. As soon as Burrows fucking goes and retires, Chase wants out of his contract and he wants to get out. And T. Higgins will go too.
46 is true. They got fined or something. They didn't clear snow of the seats in their stadium or something like that. So I think Burrow could be on the move. Like
I just wouldn't want him.
He obviously wants out. I don't think, you know what? I saw that thing about the Steelers trading for Burrow. The Bengals would be so fucking stupid to trade him to us. Could you imagine the trade to us and we beat them every year?
It ain't gonna happen.
So
that discussion we're discussing right now is all hypothetical, but we're discussing it. But it's never, Burrows is never coming to Pittsburgh. And to me, he just quit on his team. They might as well just should have sat him. They should have never even started him Sunday against the Ravens if he said that anyway in that press conference. Like, look, man, you shouldn't have said that. If you don't want to play, what did he
say?
Just put Joe Flacco back.
I'm not having fun anymore or something like that. It's not fun anymore. Is that what he said?
He lost his smile like Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we'll see you later, HBK.
I love it because I think that the franchise, all over here from the media and those fans are. If we won 5 games in a row, we'd be a playoff team. Well, you didn't. You didn't win 5 games in a row. Oh, but if we're almost there. We didn't get there.
Well, your boy from Wednesday he hijacks the whole show to talk about Cincinnati. Tell him to hijack his show because his quarterback's crying the blues and wants out. And Joe Burrow this and Joe Burrow that. This whole organization is in disarray.
Yep.
Like someone should take a fucking big heaving shit on a Cincinnati Bengals office desk because that's what that whole team is right now due to that press conference last week.
Someone actually said if they won 5 games, it'd be a playoff team.
No, I always what I've been watching it. It's like I'm at the zoo where I've been like observing the Bengals fans, and what they do is their mentality is because they're such a good offensive team and they're scoring a lot of points. Their mentality is always, but if we look out, be scared, be very worried. If we win the next 2 or 3 games, we got a chance to a playoff run.
No,
that's what they always say.
If the frog had wings, it wouldn't bump his ass every time I'm at a hop. That's not the case either.
I've been noticing the last 2 or 3 years because ever since they went to the Super Bowl and they lost, the Joe Burrow, of course, elite quarterback. They have many weapons. They have a great offensive team, and they always say, "Look out! If we go on a bit of a run and our team goes on a run, look out! We're going to be dangerous." And they're fucking 4-10. Dangerous.
Just tell them to shut up. Just tell them to ship the whole team out. Tell them to go at the end of the night, like at midnight, load up all their tractor-trailer trucks and just leave Cincinnati and never come back.
Yeah, but I did find that was quite interesting, though, that Joe Burrow in the Bengals, and he had talked about not being happy, not having fun.
But I want his Batman mobile.
I don't know. I even
drive around. That's the only cool part of him coming to Pittsburgh, driving around the Batmobile around town.
Look, I'm not a huge Batman fan, but I think to me that it's just it's whatever. Like Joe Burrow isn't going to win in Cincinnati, and now he's got to make a choice that he wants to be traded. But the Bengals won't want to get rid of him because they signed him for like a 4 or 5 year deal or something like that. So I just think if we were on Bubba and maybe one time you guys can host, but we would play the chicken dance. I haven't got it. That's right. I just think it's funny that he came out and Burrow was, I'm sad. I'm not happy playing here. And he came out and got beat 24-0.
Do you think the head coach after the press conference is like, what did you just do? Like, why did you say that? Why didn't you just come in my office and shut the door and tell me personally, don't go out and broadcast it?
What about that, Shano, from comparing like Rodgers, press conferences and post-game stuff to Burrow almost quitting on his team? What are your thoughts about that? I don't think Rodgers yet has thrown anyone under the bus.
Rodgers is like an old wise, like sensei or something. He's just like Confucius say. Joe Burrow's like, he looks like Macaulay Culkin. So what do you expect?
Yeah, I think Burrows he's expressing like all his emotions to everyone when he should be just like Bubba said, go behind closed doors and say, "Hey."
Burrows is more like lamp, tree. You just naming things, Joe? Yeah.
But I
Rodgers,
think when Rodgers says something compared to Burrows, Rodgers puts it out there and he words it out of a way. He's talking about you to you. You know what I mean? Like that kind of, oh shit, if Rodgers says this, I better step up like those guys not watching game film and stuff. And then he had a birthday party, and then they're watching game film at his house. Hey, you bring the cake, you bring the film. Look, this is what we're going to do. Rodgers got that experience because he's been through everything. I mean, look, Green Bay Packers never got him like number one receiver picks. They didn't have that. He made receivers in Green Bay. That's why he's making receivers here in Pittsburgh.
And also, they're to me, they're still not using Austin enough. The third, I think Calvin Austin the third. He's been doing a good job, but I want to see him on. Maybe Rodgers doesn't have time to throw him that big fucking deep ball. I don't know, but they're just chipping away at certain things. They're getting the ball more to DK Metcalf. I just thought that was interesting from Joe Burrow. Thank you, Raul, mate. I thought that was interesting from Joe Burrow in his giving up on the season pretty much. Like, it's fucking over. They've been eliminated. It's a two-horse race now. It's Steelers versus Ravens.
Bye, Zim. See you, Zim.
Yeah, but they'll come back. They'll be like,
oh, they'll be like, oh, this is the wrong day.
If
we are the Rodney Dangerfield in the NFL. It doesn't matter what the Steelers do. The Steelers could score 100 points, shut down the best running attack ever in the NFL, and we won't get any goddamn respect at all. I mean, I've seen it. I've been there.
They shut down A-Chain, whatever his name is. He was a good running back.
They need to strap. They need to bring that Steeler mystique back. When you play the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're playing the team and you're playing the whole city because the city's behind you, you know, and just nut up and shut up and just hit like Debo used to hit, like watching the old things, you know, and when Debo's hitting people, they just need to come out and hit people, you know, balls loose, and quarterbacks are fearing for their lives. That's what they need to do.
You fellas think that TJ Watt comes back next week, or do they hold him out and they rest him up? Or what happens there?
We got another week.
One more week off
this week. I bet he comes back for the Cleveland game, maybe.
So we don't know the extent, do we? All we know that he was injured and he had like a hole in his lung, and then
Mark Madden was talking about if TJ Watt sues the Steelers for that situation that happened on the show today.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. But I don't know if he comes back this week or next week, but I think they'll want to get him ready for the playoffs, and maybe some rest will do him good. I thought that the outside linebackers that you guys talked about were pretty good too. They've stepped up. All right, guys, we're coming near the end of the show. If you guys want to ask Bubba and Shana any questions, you can put them in the chat. Also, on their podcast tomorrow is 9 p.m. Wednesday. So that means next week then.
Yeah, I got to go. We got to go early because
that's Christmas.
Well, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is Wednesday. Wednesday's Christmas Eve. Thursday's Christmas in America. So I think me and Shane are probably going to do, because we probably have family. I have family stuff Christmas Eve.
You're going to go next week as well, same time.
Oh yeah. Whatever you want to do.
You've never missed a Wednesday show on your show, have you?
I know, and I'm not going to. It'll be a couple hours ahead. It won't be 9 o'clock. It'll probably be mid-afternoon because I have to go. I have to go to my sister-in-law's, and I.
For the Christmas special.
Ho ho ho!
That will be my Christmas, by the way.
I think I'm going to take off. I'll get the banana to fill in.
Ooh.
I don't know what he was saying.
That's so funny. Is he like the Grinch? Is that the Russian one? Is that the Russian bloke you got going on or something?
Yeah, I think he's like Eastern.
Well, the hot dogs are bad.
Yeah.
The hot dogs got a personality of it, like an ashtray.
Yeah.
So good. 46 says, how bad is Herbig's? I'm not too sure, to be honest.
I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that.
Herbig got injured, and if it is that way, that means it's Alex Highsmith and Sawyer on the outside. No offense to Sawyer, but that'd be his first start, and then you'd have to have what fuck? Do we still have Leal on the team? Is he still there? Did he get?
No, they cut him.
Has he been cut? I can't keep up.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
like
the
a chess. Steelers right now is like a chessboard, just picking and choosing where the knight and the rooks and the pawns, and you know what I mean. I mean, the king is Aaron Rodgers, so you got to put everything around him.
They have no Nick Herbig and no TJ Watt. And then what will they do at outside linebacker?
Oof. Peppers? I don't know. Maybe put Peppers in some kind of slot position as a corner. I don't know, because they need a run stopper. Peppers can run stop. Sign Moats for a game.
No, Leal is there. Leal's back. He played yesterday. Yeah,
really? I thought I saw Logan Lee play.
I'm pretty sure that Leal played yesterday. Number 98. I think he played some snaps. Let me look it up, and then we'll get out of here. Because he's back on the practice squad. Maybe. Sometimes you got to watch it again because sometimes you can't keep up.
Oh, I know. When you live stream, you don't know I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, I've got the defensive snaps here from my week. Someone's out there counting all the players.
Oh, he's got a hamstring. He did a hamstring.
That's not good.
Leal played 3 snaps. Sorry. He played 3 snaps on defense.
He has a hamstring.
That's what, to me, that's what they'll probably do. They'll probably g'day, Pepper. No, he's on the practice squad. I think that what they'll do is if Herbig can't go, they'll activate Leal because he was playing outside linebacker and fucking, defensive end. So there we go. He played 3 snaps yesterday versus the Dolphins. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Bubba's got to go and listen to some Akadaka. Shane's going to listen to some Kenny G. Everyone, go listen to Kenny G. Email Kenny G. That's so good. That made me laugh so much. Because Kenny G, what a good nickname as well. But yeah, fellas, we're getting to that time of year. This is 3 more games to go. Everyone, I just want to say one thing. Enjoy the next 3 weeks because it's also a playoff game. Because we all hate when there's no Steelers football.
I agree.
We can't stand it. So let's enjoy it. The game was fun yesterday. It was minus 1,000,000 degrees.
Yeah.
You guys had a great stream. Good time.
We're so good on Monday night. We are the #1 team of all time with 55 victories on Monday night. 55.
It's 23 in a row now, going back to 1990 something.
Yeah.
Right? That's
We're
crazy.
Good. We're good on Monday night.
It's crazy. Maybe we can get a Monday night playoff game. That might help us.
Ooh, I never seen that happen before. That'd be great.
Yeah, we don't know who's playing where yet because the NFL's got to schedule it out. I got to fucking try and figure out work because I work the fucking Sunday.
I feel you. I feel you.
But we're looking ahead of ourselves, game by game, week by week. Bubba and Shane, 2 games in a row, looking better, playing good defense, playing good football. Rodgers, I think I have all faith now in Rodgers to
MVP.
Yep. This could be exciting football, guys. All right, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. and also next week, you guys will be doing a show a bit earlier. I might even
tomorrow's 9.
Yeah, not 9, but the week after it's Christmas.
Yeah, we'll do early. We're gonna do early. We'll probably do a show with you probably Tuesday or Monday or whatever.
Yeah, it'll be my birthday. We'll do a show next week.
Let's do a birthday show.
Birthday. Let's fucking go. Hopefully after a win too. All right. Let me get out of here and got to keep the spirits high and just keep fucking winning. Keep on keeping on, and we should be good. Thank you, Bubba. Thank you, Shane. I'll see you later.
See you guys.
I'll see you guys later.
Hey, Rod.
Left the light on. See you later.